Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving into a fascinating article about significant improvements in text rendering within Chromium-based browsers on Windows. It's a really interesting story about collaboration and user feedback driving impactful changes. Get ready!
Absolutely. I've been hearing whispers about this. What's the core issue addressed in this update?
Right, so the problem was that text in Chromium-based browsers on Windows, particularly after Edge's switch, looked, washed out, not as crisp or consistent with the rest of the Windows system. Users noticed a significant difference.
I see. So it wasn't just a minor visual glitch, it was a noticeable difference in text quality?
Exactly. It was a big deal. The article highlights that Chromium uses Skia, a cross-platform graphics engine, which, while powerful, didn't initially perfectly integrate with Windows ClearType text rendering settings. This led to different default contrast and gamma values compared to the native Windows experience.
So Skia, while amazing, missed some crucial Windows-specific nuances?
Precisely. It didn't automatically pick up the settings from the Windows ClearType tuner, and its default values were different. Think of it like this. Skia is a great painter, but it needed the right color palette for the Windows canvas.
That's a great analogy. So how did they solve this? Did they just change the default settings?
Well, it wasn't quite that simple. They first added support for respecting the ClearType tuner settings, but most users don't tweak those settings, so they needed to adjust the default values. This involved extensive research and experimentation with different contrast values to find the sweet spot.
Wow, that's a lot of work. How did they determine the optimal contrast value?
They conducted extensive user research. Going back to 2021, they experimented with various values and eventually settled on 1.0, which closely matched the pre-Chromium Edge rendering and looked consistent with other Windows apps. It was a collaborative effort between the Edge and Chrome teams.
That's impressive collaboration. So the result is noticeably better text rendering in Chrome 132 and later versions?
Absolutely. The article shows before and after images. The difference is striking. The text now looks crisp and clear, much more consistent with the rest of the Windows environment. A huge win for users.
This is a fantastic example of how user feedback and cross-team collaboration can lead to significant improvements. It really highlights the importance of listening to your users. I'm excited to see what other improvements come from this kind of collaborative approach.
Me too. And that's it for this Tech Bytes and News update. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time with more exciting tech news. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.